I am going to do what's necessary. I am going to simply say, welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network. My friend, Mr. Randy Lee Higgins, is here, one of our featured authors. Randy, God bless you, and how are you?
Kevin, hey, how you doing?
Oh my goodness, I am wonderful and I am excited to have you here with us on today. You know what? Do me a kind favor if you don't mind. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are. Tell us who is Randy Lee Higgins. Who are you and where are you from?
Okay. Uh, I grew up in Floyd, Virginia. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And in the 90s, I went to California to do my doctoral program and stayed in California for 15 years. And now I'm back in Virginia, back in Floyd, back where I grew up.
Wow, I tell you.
And recently published two books after just in the last year, after the Rapture and also Salvo.
Right. And I'm excited about those. And I'm going to show our viewers and listeners a copy of After the Rapture first here on the television screen. Tell us a little bit about these publications. Let's start off with After the Rapture. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay. After the Rapture is a spiritual biography in the tradition of uh, Yogananda's autobiography of a yogi or Ram Dass's Be Here Now. Um, I've been a writer all my life. I wrote my first book when I was in the fifth grade.
Wow.
um, but something happened in something happened in um, 2015. I went to Peru and I did an 8-day ayahuasca ceremony and came back from that really, really blown wide open and started meditating more seriously than I ever have in my life. And I started meditating 3 hours a day. And in December 23rd of 2016, I was meditating and I noticed that I wasn't breathing. And it scared me. I thought, shouldn't I be dead? But then after I got up from the meditation, I Googled it and it's called samadhi. When you go into the breathless state in meditation, it's called samadhi, and it means unity with the universe. And the purpose of samadhi is service. Some yogis allow themselves to be buried underground for a month as a demonstration, but the purpose of samadhi is always service. So I knew that after that, I had something to say to the world, and that's when I started writing After the Rapture.
Wow. Awesome. Now, if you don't mind, of course, you did mention the other publication, which is Salvo. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that one?
Okay, um, the books were written a little bit differently. Um, with After the Rapture, what I would do is I would sit in meditation in the evening for 90 minutes. I'd do it 90 minutes in the evening and 90 minutes in the morning. And and then after I finished, I would get up and move to the sofa and grab my laptop and I'd write. So it came from the state of samadhi, but it was sort of after the fact. But so that was in 2017, and then 3 years went by, and really, just kind of living my life, and I was still meditating, and then I noticed that while I was meditating, I'd get these little short, pithy aphorisms, little short messages, and they were interesting. So I grabbed my phone and I typed them into my phone, and that went on for several months, and then finally I got the message: these messages are a book. So it's like, okay, I can do that. Um, and the first line, went to the back of the beginning of where this started. The first line was, next time you read a book, imagine that you wrote it because you did. And so that's the opening line in Salvo. So the
Wow.
entire book was written in the state of breathless samadhi. I was sitting there, usually in the dark, with a cat on my lap, and just typing it into the phone while I was in the breathless state. And the messages said that they were from ourselves in the future, that they knew that we were going through a kind of cataclysmic time here on the planet, and they had already survived it and gotten to the other side, and they'd come back to give us a helping hand to help us across the chasm of the the apocalypse.
Wow.
So that's what Salvo is all about. It's a survival guide, how to get through this time that we're going through.
Well, I know that a lot of our viewers and listeners around the world, and first of all, before I say that, for those that don't know, of course, Randy Lee is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. And of course, you can always stop by our platform and take a look at our featured authors area. And once you do that, all you have to do is simply seek out the publications that I'm showing you on our television screen right now. Click on that or those publication covers, and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more information and details about the author and the publications that he has released for the people. Now, I know that there's going to be quite a few people that they're going to want to reach out and show their love, care, concern, and support, and maybe purchase and or download a copy of these publications. What's the process for them to do so? How can these publications be purchased?
Okay. My books are available on at Amazon and Barnes and Noble. I have a website, and if you click on my website, it'll take you. You just click on the book cover, and it'll take you right to the Amazon page where you can buy the books.
And of course, we're not going to allow them to forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network. And of course, we encourage you to click on the covers, and it will take you to the necessary location to, of course, show your love, care, concern, and support. Now, I know that there are going to be a lot of people that's going to show their support, but if they were to walk up to you today and say, I appreciate you for releasing these publications, they're outstanding reads, I kind of get an idea of where you've been and where you are, but what's next for you? What's next for Randy Lee Higgins?
Oh my goodness. Well, let me say too, the website is just randyleehiggins.com, so that's easy. Yeah, I'm working on another book. It's called Beyond Nirvikalpa. And Nirvikalpa is an advanced state of samadhi. So beyond Nirvikalpa, it translates beyond the beyond. And the same beings that gave messages in Salvo, they've been teaching me a meditation practice. At this point, I meditate at least 8 hours every day. And I'm mostly exploring the higher dimensions.
Wow.
And it's the most committed meditation practice I've ever had in my life. And what I'm finding is that what's going on in the world today, you really need to be grounded in the deeper dimensions just to make sense of things and to keep your bearings. So I think there's going to be an audience for this when it comes out.
Absolutely.
Beyond Nirvikalpa.
Wow. I can't wait
Hopefully
for that.
That will be coming out later this year.
And of course, we're going to anticipate that you will keep us informed to allow us to help get that information out, to let the people know that that particular publication is available, and they can show their support by purchasing that one as well. We can't wait. We want you to make sure you understand that we are here to assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion that we can. You have our number, so we want you to pick up that phone and call, text, chat, tweet, whatever you do it, and we will be more than honored to assist you in any way we can. The answer will always be yes, and of course, you will never, ever have to ask us twice. Now, today I'm making history, and I'm excited about that, and we're just kind of getting Randy prepared for what's yet to come in the very near future with sharing his information with people around the world as often as he can. What is your contact information, if you don't mind sharing that? How can you be reached?
The best way to reach me is through the website. It's Randy Lee Higgins, randyleehiggins.com.
Oh, my goodness. And I know that You will respond to each and every individual that wants to reach out to you. And I just can't thank you enough for, first of all, being here with us on today. I can't thank you enough for accepting the invitation to be a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family. And I can't thank you enough for simply allowing us to be a part of your journey. I'm going to move over for 1 second. I'm going to just let you share with our viewers and listeners around the world what's on your heart. I'm moving over, and Randy Lee Higgins, the floor is yours.
Okay. I wrote down just a few things I wanted to cover, just so I could stay focused. One thing I've learned is that everything is a spiritual path. No matter what you're going through, it's part of your spiritual path. I've always been a little bit of not a religious fanatic, but spirituality has always been my number one passion. When I was a little kid, me and my brother would tie towels around our necks and we would play superheroes. And the superhero that I came up with was Religious Man. And I was flying around the world, righting wrongs and spreading goodness. And I just thought that was really cool. When I got older, when I got to be 16, something happened that really kind of turned my world upside down. I had my first out-of-body experience. I left my body and just kind of flew around and explored, outside the body. And once that happens, the most important thing you notice is you're no longer afraid of death. Death becomes just a really friendly place. That really changed me. My first major in college was religious studies, and I was having an experience in mystical circles. It's called the crucifixion of the ego, and it's where you die to your smaller self and you become one with the whole. And I had a quest when I went to college. I studied comparative religion for 2 years, and I wanted to prove to myself that the common thread running through all religions was some version of the golden rule. Love your neighbor as yourself because your neighbor is yourself. And while I was in Richmond studying at Virginia Commonwealth University, I had an experience that Thomas Merton had when he was living in Louisville, where he just realized that he was everybody. I remember just being on the streets in Richmond, and I saw this old black man. And I was like 19 at the time. But I saw this old black man, and I realized that person is me. That's just me in a different body. And it was really pretty incredible.
Wow.
That continues to be the foundation of my spiritual life, is the oneness of all consciousness, the oneness of all of us.
Wow. I tell you, I am just overwhelmed with your passion. I'm overwhelmed with your creativity and focus on making sure that your experiences are released through these publications. I thank you so very much. For those of you that may have missed any portion of this conversation, of course, we will be placing it on our YouTube channel and sending it over to social media. We're also going to be airing it on our weekly cable program. And we're going to do everything we can to assist Randy in helping disseminate this information to people around the world. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, please show your love, your care, concern, and support. Make sure that you go out and support Randy by purchasing a copy of each publication. And of course, make sure you stop by GMAP Broadcast Network and visit the featured authors area. Again, you will see a copy of both publications posted in that area. Click on either one of those publications, and again, it will take you to the website, and you will be able to find out more intimate information and details about the author, Randy Lee Higgins, as well as the publications released. Randy, I can't thank you enough for being here with us today. I'm hoping and praying that you continue your journey and include us when you do. We're going to make sure that we make ourselves available to assist you in every way, shape, form, or fashion that we can. We thank you, we love you, and we will be inviting you back soon for more conversations like this one, okay?
Okay, I look forward to that.
Thank you so much, and I will give you a call and keep you posted. Until then, you have a fantabulous rest of your afternoon, and I look forward to talking with you again soon, all right?
Okay, thank you, Kevin.
Thank you so much. God bless you, and we'll talk to you later.